All right, hey everyone, welcome to Community Extras, and great to be with you. And we are on week 4 of 5 in our Ecclesiastes study. Next week, we're going to wrap up the series, and we kind of did the conclusion this week and next. And it's a pretty fun conclusion. The writer's like, hey, you know what? Rejoice in your youth, right? Like while you're young, rejoice in the Lord, enjoy all the gifts of youth. And one of the things we just talked a lot about is no matter your age, today's a day of salvation. Today's a day you can choose to start walking with Jesus. You can choose to enjoy the good gifts of God. And just a couple things we want to take. First, we saw in the first half of the sermon, so much of it was about just being someone who says, I'm going to take action. And I think one of the mistakes we make in youth is we tend to wait for the conditions to be just right. We tend to wait for everything to be ready to go or the plan to be perfect. And man, there's always risk. There's always things that aren't sure. There's always something that's not ideal. But what wisdom does, and the younger you learn this, the better, wisdom just says, I got to get after it anyway. And it's amazing. You can start stacking wins because you're the guy who's not waiting for things to be perfect. You're not waiting for the perfect conditions. You're not waiting for a risk-free venture. The risk is always involved. And the sooner you learn that, those wins will compound for you. They'll be a real advantage for you. And so he says, while you're young, in a time where people are going to make a lot of excuses to not take the risk, to not do the thing, to be like, I don't know, the weather's not good. He's like, just be the guy who goes and take advantage of the opportunity of today. Second thing I just want to talk about is what comes out of it, where he says, hey, while you're young, rejoice in the Lord, you know? And what's it look like to just go, hey, with the health that I have today, whatever that is, with, you know, the things in my body that are working today, whatever's working well, what's it look like for me to enjoy the Lord today? And so really two big questions to get after in your group. First, maybe what's something that you believe God's put on you or called you to that up until this point you found a reason to go, now's not the right time, maybe it's too risky, and just be honest, is that really true? And should you perhaps be getting after that thing today? The second thing is there might be wisdom in waiting, but if it's just watching the conditions, if it's waiting for the risk, then it might be time to get after it, and just maybe share that with the group. What's that thing? And then second thing, and this is just something I hope for us as a church, like, how are you doing at enjoying the good life that God's given to you? And what's something you can do this week to just really enjoy the life God's given to you? What's something you know, this is the way God wired me, I enjoy doing this thing. And then what's something that you could do to enjoy God's mission this week? And so maybe they're the same, but both of those things give true life. What's something you can do to enjoy the life God's given you this week? What's something you can do to enjoy the mission God's given you? Because there's joy in both. Ultimately, here's the big idea this week. Today's the day of salvation. And the sooner you choose the Lord, the sooner you choose to walk with him, the more joy you're going to have. And if you're young and you're waiting on that, I just want you to realize what you're really doing is you're extending your misery, and you're missing out on the joy of the life God has for you. And so hope you guys have a great discussion and look forward to hearing how it goes.